Hi. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Naeem.
Naeem, how old are you?
I am 33 years old.
And what do you do?
I am the top realtor in New Jersey. I run a sales team. I also have my mortgage license, and I help sellers net the most amount of money in the least amount of time. I help buyers find their dream house or their first investment property, and I'm also a real estate investor.
Okay, very nice. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to
That boy got them credentials.
travel. I like to dance. Like to go to a lounge, nice restaurants. Um, I work. Work is fun to me.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, and what do you look for in a woman?
What do I look for in a woman? I look for someone that is feminine, someone that is loving, nurturing, kind, respectful, loyal, honest, and I would say someone that understands a man and the role that that man had to walk in order to be the man that he is today. Because every man has a journey and they go through adversity to become the man that they are. So
That is extremely important for you to have a woman who understands that hard work that you had to go through to become the man that she would even consider herself talking to. That's a very big thing. Big on the respect. Big on the respect for that.
Okay. And what are some of your deal breakers?
some of my deal breakers, I would say someone that overconsumes alcohol,
Okay.
smokes.
That was also one of my deal breakers, the over consuming of alcohol for sure. Not a smoking. If it's that ganja, it's cool. Cigarettes is a no-go for me. Deal breaker, I cannot talk to you or take you serious if you smoke cigarettes. Ganja's cool with me because I partake in that as well.
Argumentative, someone that's been outside, and I'm talking outside, meaning if I go to this restaurant, they know the owner, they know the security guard, they know the bouncer. There's a lot going on, too much going on for me.
Same with me, man. I can't do no outside female, man. I'm traumatized from that. I can't do that no more. I need you to be, you know what I'm saying, exclusive. You know what I mean? You can't go out sometimes and have a good time and be social. But for you to just live outside, you always somewhere and everybody know you, like he said, the DJ know you, the bouncer know you, the motherfucker at the door know you, the bartender know you. Like, as a man, that shit is not nothing to be proud of to take your woman somewhere and everybody know her. Like, especially if it's all men on top of that. Why you so friendly? That's the first thing I'm gonna think. Cause goddamn, even when I go out, I don't talk to the whole establishment. I'm be in my own world. You feel me?
All right, so we did get some pop balloons.
Yeah.
Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it.
All right, let's start here. Yeah, your name and age and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Sammy, 31, the outside comment, like you're right, but I actually work for a lot of promotional teams in my city. So I
Okay.
help with like ticket sales, so I also have to attend said events. So a lot of people do know me in Boston, unfortunately. So
All right, well, that's your line of business, so that's different. You going,
Yeah.
you working. You're not
I
like
am.
outside to.
no, it's like more
Yeah, that's different. That's different if you working. And then even for some men, that's still even like a deal breaker. If well, your job and your profession calls you to always be outside or in certain environments, and so for some men they cool with that. It just depends on the person, but that is a little different if you working, depending on what the work is. If you saying I got to go to Magic City tonight, nah, you outside.
a hobby thing. I help out these teams. I primarily do tech sales, but in the sales game, it's a lot of stuff, networking, you know what I mean?
100%,
So
completely understand.
that's why, but yeah.
Completely understand. Completely understand.
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she's attractive. She's definitely attractive. I mean, everyone here is attractive, so I don't have anything negative to say.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, your name and age and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm 33.
How you doing, Sandy?
And I popped my balloon because your last comment about knowing people. I'm a professional model, so I know a lot of people. And if I feel like if I were to bring you around, you would be like asking me like, oh, how you know this person? And I don't have time for that. That's come between my career, and if that's the problem, it's just not for me. I'm sorry.
I completely understand.
But you are a handsome man, and keep selling your realtor. You look nice.
Thank you, little nice as
And
well.
that's understandable. She already knew like that'd probably be a deal breaker for bruh, given her profession. And that's not her saying she not interested. Like she complimented the man, but she just could see. And that's probably why she's single right now, because she look like a real pretty girl, or she just could be like crazy or some shit. But anytime I see like a real pretty female, you always know there's always somebody. So if you single, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. Is there something wrong with you? I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty. That's my first thought. And that's not to say that everybody that's single, that's pretty, is fucked up, but it's just like, it make you wonder like, what's going on with you? Why you ain't got no man as good as you look? Sometimes it could just be like a good girl that got out of a situation where somebody was treating her bad, but that's like rare. And that's like a small, fine, you gotta be lucky as hell to catch one of them in that small time frame. Other than that, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm kind of skeptical.
You look nice as well.
Yeah, she's someone that's your type.
She's also attractive, and I respect
you.
your work, your line of work. You're a model, and completely understand.
I'm a professional signed model. It's a difference.
Professional.
Yeah,
Okay.
An Instagram model. I've been modeling before Instagram.
Okay. Completely understand.
Okay.
Oh.
Your name
God damn, that motherfucker sound like a revolver. Who popped that shit? Who popped the God?
is. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Sade, I'm 28. Everything you said was good. I really just was trying to find like some type of chemistry there. Like you're very attractive, but I didn't really hear anything that was like I would be ready to leave with you today and we be a match. And I think it's only fair that we keep the balloon if we see a future with the person that we're talking to. So
Okay.
I'd rather give the other ladies a chance to find it because I wasn't 100%. So.
All right. Well, you got to give me some time. I just got out here.
I know,
It's still early, but I still respect that.
It is, but yeah, that's why I popped.
Got it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, she's someone that's your type.
She's also attractive. They're all beautiful. They're all beautiful here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's head on back this way. So we've got 3 unpopped balloons.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask our remaining ladies a question.
All right.
I actually know the one to the far left closest to Ariette. Yeah, I know her. We went to school together. She always seemed cool. She was always like super quiet in school. Now she do, the YouTube and the OF stuff and all that. But she was like, she always had that body though. Like even when we was like in high school coming up, her frame always been crazy. But like I said, she always been cool as hell. A real quiet girl. Ain't never was too much out there. Always had that frame, but now that we, she's an adult, we grown, now she popping out like, yeah, now I know what I look like. You know what I'm saying? She doing the thing.
Listen, if I was taking care of everything, the bills, future plans, living situation and things of that nature, what would you be able to then bring to the table if I'm already making sure everything else is sorted?
Okay. Name it, age, and answer to this question.
I'm Kiara. I'm 31. I would, it just depends on our relationship, but I really wouldn't want it to just be like the typical cooking, cleaning, because I feel like as a woman, I bring more value to a relationship than that.
Nobody said you didn't bring more value than just cooking and cleaning. That's just something that's traditionally a part of most relationships and most dynamics, especially if you traditionally looking for him to provide, which he's already saying he's going to do that. All that's taken care of, you know what I'm saying? So even if you don't have to cook and clean because he take care of that too. But if he did require that, it shouldn't be an issue. He's not reducing you to just that. You automatically jump to that. He ain't reducing you to just like I would expect my woman to clean and cook and take care of the household, especially if I'm providing for it and working hard. But she's not reduced to just that. You know what I'm saying?
Just jump in there.
Okay.
Cooking and cleaning, that's also sorted. Restaurants, cleaner, all that, don't really have to worry. So if I can take care of that as well, then what more can you also add to the table?
Boom.
I mean, if that's being done, then I would just hope that we could spend a lot of time together, and that I could support you in like any way that you need. It would really just depend on our relationship. Yeah, it would depend on our relationship, but I feel like if all of that is being taken care of, we should just be able to spend more time together and enjoy each other's company.
So basically, he gonna take care of everything, and what you get back in return is y'all can hang out.
Okay.
We'll be back. Let's head down over here. Your name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Kisu. I'm 27. I find it hard that I don't really have an answer, but I don't have an answer because that's not a dynamic I've ever thought about for myself.
Interesting.
For my future family, I do like the idea of me providing in some way, shape, or form. Just due to like what I saw with my parents, and I work really hard, and I feel like I want that to show in the family. So I can't answer that. I'm so sorry, but I hope that's an answer. Yeah, I'm gonna just pop. I ain't gonna hold you. Sorry.
Okay. So why'd you end up hopping?
I just don't think I would be a good fit. I'm not gonna be a good fit. I just feel like hearing a question like that, I can tell how you would want your partner, or hopefully how your future family dynamic will be, and that doesn't match with mine.
It's interesting because there's so many different dynamics in a relationship. So I just asked the question, right? And the reason why is because maybe in that scenario, a woman would then, maybe her concern would be taking care of the house, nurturing the kids, or maybe she wants to be a part of whatever journey that I'm on. So
It ain't exactly, man. Like, y'all had the opportunity to say something of value. Like, I think what they fucking up is they looking at it from a female perspective. Like, we not looking at y'all to provide a financial, a financial side when we are already taken care of, especially when you got a man such as this gentleman right here. He's clearly telling you the financials are taken care of. What else can you provide to my life to make shit easier? So this man ain't worried about your pockets. So to be so shallow as you can't think of nothing like, hey, I would be a great mom if we have kids. I'm a very respectful woman. You ain't never got to worry about me disrespecting you. I'm loyal. All shit that has nothing to do with finance. Everything that's just like your personality, what's within your soul, how will you treat this person? Are you going to respect this person? It's so many other things you can name that has nothing to do with finances. That's crazy.
yeah, so to sum it up, every relationship is different, and it's a conversation, all right? And just interesting to kind of know if things were taken care of, what would the dynamic then be, or would the woman then want to add something to the table? But it's all up to discussion. Just no perfect relationship.
Exactly. It ain't no perfect relationship. He's just trying to check your temperature just to see how you think as a woman. You blew that shit. But that's why she popped the balloon, though. So moving on.
Just many variables.
Got you.
Okay. All right.
I respect your answer, love.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. And we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, I'm Dre. I'm 31. I don't know. The question was just a little off for me. I think, like you said, what do you bring to the table? I don't know. To me, just I didn't like that sentence frame, so it kind of stressed me out.
It stressed you out a
Yeah,
little
it
bit?
sure
Why did it stress
did.
you out?
I don't know. It was more like, like if you're taking care of everything, it's kind of like you expect me to do something back, but like naturally I would do it, but it was just more like, what do you bring to the table?
It's just a simple fucking question. You making it more complicated than it have to be, because you probably don't have an answer or anything that you could think of that you would bring to the table that, again, has nothing to do with finances. This man already broke that down and made that clear. So you ain't have nothing to say, so you automatically felt offended and looked for a problem just because you simply didn't have an answer.
Like,
I
it
mean,
was just off.
it's not even bring something back, right? Like loving, being loyal. You know, like if there's a bad day, if there's a bad year, I'm still here. You know, like
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even that's something. All
Yeah,
right?
I think you could've-
But see, he had to put that answer in your mouth. Now it's definitely. Like, come on, man. You could have thought of that shit yourself if it was really within your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Worded the question a little better, like how would you support me, or something like that. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
So we do still have an unpopped balloon. Any questions for him?
You're a grown ass woman. He ain't have to word that better. You just ain't have a damn answer. Simple as that.
Outside of work, what do you do for free time? Like, what do you do for fun?
What I do for fun, as of lately, I've been traveling a lot. So I definitely travel a lot. I was just in Dubai, just in Morocco, Cape Town, Guyana. I enjoy restaurants. I love dancing, so I got a lot of rhythm. If they was playing some music, I bust a dance move. But, I love.
Still got like one balloon left. Don't fuck it up, my boy. I ain't saying bro ain't raw. I don't know. He might be like that. You feel me? Bro might be like that. I don't know. But don't chance it, my guy. You still got a balloon. She, you know what I'm saying? She got a nice body. She got your little suit on. You looking clean. They feeling that. They already done complimented you on that. Just keep it there, my guy.
Giving back as well.
Okay.
I love giving back as well. That's a big thing for me, inspiring the youth, especially as a black man in America. I feel as though one of the biggest things in this world is making an impact. So like I generally enjoy that. And when I can play sports, I'm a athlete. My nephew's now in wrestling. I'm an All-American wrestler. I play soccer. So coaching, I used to coach soccer. And that's pretty much what I do for fun.
Okay.
Any questions for her?
Yeah, what's your toxic trait? Tell me something bad.
Let's see if you keep it real. Like I said, it's my dog. We went to school together. Let's see if you keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what she say. Hey, I ain't got no bias. Now I'm gonna call you out if you on some bullshit.
My toxic trait.
Yeah, let's get to the good stuff.
I would say if I could say my most toxic trait is I can be a little rebellious. That is. I'm just being honest. I'm an Aquarius, so that's something that I am.
All right, it ain't got shit to do with your sign, but we appreciate the honesty. It ain't got shit to do with your sign though. Y'all gotta stop that sign shit. That shit is not real. Everybody's their own individual person. Your sign don't make you a shitty person. Your sign don't make you toxic. You make you a shitty person and you make you toxic. It ain't got nothing to do with signs. Because for every trait that you can name, in my sign, I can find somebody in each other sign that has those same traits. It's just human nature, man. Psychology.
On just, working on that.
Not being so rebellious.
Yeah. Other than that, I wouldn't really say. I mean, I'm not gonna name out like all of my toxic traits, but other than that, I would say something that I've been told I need to work on is communication. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I do try to work on being a better communicator. I am a good listener though, so.
So you're a good listener, but you're also rebellious.
Yeah, and communication is key. That's probably the biggest thing you need to have in full effect with your partner. Like, if y'all don't have no good communication, 9 times out of 10, that relationship gonna fail. Like, that's everything, especially as adults. I mean, shit, just in life in general, from kids to adults. Like, communication is everything. Without that, you have nothing.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right, cool. Let me bring you up here with us. Let me have you scoot that way for me. I'll go on that way. Keep on going. Keep on going. All right, and you'll stand here. Oh, any final questions between the two of you guys?
Yes. Let's say that there was chaos for whatever reason in the world, and we had to escape a certain situation, and you want to go left, but I want to go right. Which direction are you going? You, in your heart, you want to go left.
She already said she rebellious, gang. She had to think about it. It wasn't even like, we going left. You my man, that's where we going. What my man say? My man say go right, we going right. She's thinking about it, but she did tell you she was rebellious. But you gotta keep that in mind when you choosing a partner, because a lot of times when women say shit like that, they mean it. So you definitely have to keep that in mind and make a wise decision. Unless you're just trying to have fun. If you're just trying to have some little fun, y'all trying to go out on a little date, you like, man, I ain't really finna take her serious. I just want to catch the vibe. Catch your little vibe, gang.
But I'm saying we're going right. Which way do you want to go, and will you go?
If you were my husband, I would follow your lead. I'll say that. If you were my husband, I would follow your lead.
And the only reason why I'm popping is because how will we ever be able to get to that situation to be husband and wife? You know, if we can't even be in that realm of respect in the beginning stage, when I don't wherever we'll get there.
I mean, I get that. It just, I mean, that's kind of an extreme example. I feel you, but I wouldn't. It really would just depend on the situation. But I mean, to me, to be honest, I would say, you know, if it's my husband, then yeah, I'd follow his lead. But obviously we would have.
But what he's saying is you have to show certain wife traits before I make you my wife. Otherwise, why would I propose and make you my wife if you never showed me that you have what it takes for the position? You don't go to a job and do the interview and say, I don't have what y'all looking for, but, you know, I can become that if you just hire me first. You know, like a prestige job, they're already looking for you to show them that. You know what I'm saying? They need that experience. You got some jobs that's on the job training, but you still also with that have to be willing to be trained. And a lot of women nowadays are not willing to be trained. She already said she's rebellious. So it's like, yeah, man, as a man, you got to show me that first before I'm not going to just make you my wife. And then it's like, okay, now that stuff you was telling me you was going to do, let me see it. No, you show me that beforehand. And now I know that you're wife quality. Now I want to propose and actually make you my wife because you actually showed me. Same with us. You ain't going to just, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa.
Worked our way up to that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it would just depend on how well we know each other, you know, how much I trust you, stuff like that.
I completely respect that.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
But I know you got a little rebellion in you. And
I'm honest.
I respect.
And he can sense it too. You can sense it. You can see it in her body language.
He wanted to pop since he heard rebellious. All right, I'll have you head on back. Thank you. All right, well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
Thank you guys for having me.
I'll
You guys take care. All right.
Thank you.
All right, man. My boy was doing good, but he ended up leaving with nothing. But that's cool, bro. Look like he got his life together, so I'm pretty sure women ain't no problem in his world, in his category, man. Shout out to Ariette, man. That's the Pop the Balloon queen. She did a little thing. And another episode, Raw Reality Mindset. It's your boy Juan Ramon just released a new song called Therapy. Y'all look that up on all streaming platforms and YouTube. Juan Ramon Therapy. I'll put the link in the description below. That's out. Until next time. Peace.
Yeah, you the real, but it's like you can't take the real of me. Don't bring them bad vibes, don't need you killing my energy. Can't fuck with you if you a fuck nigga, ain't feeling me. She try to ride a nigga way to the filigree. Can't trust her soul, no, I can't fuck with none of my